Summers and summers have come and gone with the flight of the swallow. Sunshine and thunder have been, storm and winter and frost. Many and many a sorrow has all but died from remembrance. Many a dream of joy fallen in the shadow of pain. Hands of chance and change have marred or molded or broken, busy with spirit or flesh, all I most have adored. Even the bosom of earth is strewn with heavier shadows. Only in these green hills, aslant to the sea, no change. Here where the road that has climbed from the inland valleys and woodlands dips from the hilltops down straight to the base of the hills, here from my vantage ground I can see the scattering houses, stained with time, set warm in orchards and meadows and wheat, dotting the broad, bright slopes outspread to southward and eastward. Windswept all day long, blown by the southeast wind. Skirting the sun-bright upland stretches a riband of meadow, shorn of the laboring grass, bulwarked well from the sea, fenced on its seaward border with long clay dikes from the turbid surge and flow of the tides vexing the Westmoreland shores. Yonder, towards the left, lie broad the Westmoreland marshes. Miles on miles they extend, level and grassy and dim, clear from the long red sweep of flats to the sky in the distance, save for the outlying heights, green rampired Cumberland Point. Miles on miles outrolled, and the river channels divide them, miles on miles of green, barred by the hurtling gusts. Miles on miles beyond the tawny bay's minutiae, there are the low blue hills, villages gleam at their feet. Nearer, a white sail shines across the water, and nearer still are the slim, gray masts of fishing boats dry on the flats. Ah, how well I remember those wide red flats, above tide mark pale with the scurf of the salt, seamed and baked in the sun. Well, I remember the piles of blocks and ropes, and the net reels wound with the beaded nets, dripping and dark from the sea. Now at this season the nets are unwound. They hang from the rafters over the fresh stowed hay in upland barns, and the wind blows all day through the chinks with the streaks of sunlight and sways them softly at will, or they lie heaped in the gloom of a loft. Now at this season the reels are empty and idle. I see them over the lines of the dikes, over the gossiping grass. Now at this season they swing in the long, strong winds through the lonesome golden afternoon, shunned by the foraging gulls. Near about sunset the crane will journey homeward above them, round them under the moon, all the calm night long. Winnowing soft grey wings of marsh owls wander and wander, now to the broad-lit marsh, now to the dusk of the dike. Soon through their dew-wet frames in the live, keen freshness of morning, out of the teeth of the dawn blows back the awakening wind. Then, as the blue day mounts and the low-shot shafts of sunlight glance from the tide to the shore, gossamers jeweled with dew sparkle and wave, where late sea-spoiling fathoms of drift net myriad meshed up loomed somberly over the land. Well, I remember it all, the salt raw scent of the margin, while with men at the windlass groaned each reel, and the net surging in ponderous lengths. Up rose and coiled in its station, then each man to his home. Well, I remember it all. Yet as I sit and watch this present piece of the landscape, stranded boats, these reels empty and idle, the hush one grey hawk slow wheeling above yon cluster of haystacks, more than the old-time stir, the stillness welcomes me home. Ah, the old-time stir, how once it stung me with rapture. Old-time sweetness, the winds freighted with honey and salt. Yet will I stay my steps and not go down to the marshland? Muse and recall far off, rather remember than see. Lest on too close sight I miss the darling illusion, spy at their task, even hear the hands of chance and change.